Hey everybody, it's Jason with Fellow Reality coming back with you here today with an article from the Federalist dated November 13th. It says no serious country would allow terrorist sympathizers to run its government. And we're talking about the United States here. So this isn't like a Hamas thing. This is a United States thing. And you're probably going, what the heck? What terrorist sympathizers? You may have also realized that there are a lot of people in our government right now that are very much not just that they're pro-Palestine, which is fine, but they're actually doing the same thing as all the protesters out there and calling for genocide and stuff like that of the Jewish people. So let's get into the article. It says there used to be a time when taking directions from America's adversaries would be considered treasonous, but in today's world, doing so can gain you access to the highest levels of the U.S. government. On Monday, the New York Post reported a high-ranking Pentagon official with ties to the Iranian government has sought to undermine the leading group resisting the Middle Eastern nation's dictator, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. According to the Post, Iran Tabatabai, okay, that's interesting, says the chief of staff for the Assistant Secretary of Defense for Special Operations at the Defense Department, that's a hell of a job title, was among several individuals to partake in a covert campaign to delegitimize Iran's leading opposition group known as the Mojahedin Calc. Great. So we have somebody that's way up there that's trying to pull the strings for the other side. That's awesome. Says the revelation was contained in a report written by Ivan Sasha Sheehan, a dean at the University of Baltimore, and presented to President Biden on Monday. And I guarantee you he forgot about it as he was reading it. Says, as the Federalist David Harsanyi reported, a series of emails released by Semaphore and Iran International in September showed Tabatabai participating in an initiative sponsored by Iran's terrorist government seeking to boost the regime's image amongst the global community. How can they do that? I mean, like, boost their image as what? Like oppressors? I mean, that's like all they are. But okay. So it was launched in 2014. The Iran Experts Initiative was crafted by Iran's foreign ministry and aimed to enhance the public perception of Iran and its nuclear program by recruiting a bevy of influential overseas academics and researchers to do their PR work. Yeah, because they need other people to do it because, again, they're crappy people and they're just going to do bad things. So, like, what's their PR? Just all bad stuff? Again, let's keep going here. Because according to a copy of the report obtained by the Post, Tabatabai and others were complicit in helping Iran neutralize favorable impressions of the Mojahedin-e-Khalq among Washington's foreign policy elite. The goal of this strategy, according to Sheehan, was to take down an entity capable of aiding Western attempts to curtail the Iranian regime's nuclear weapons program, malign regional agenda, human rights abuses, and fundamentalist inclinations, which is all true, so okay. It says by brazenly targeting the highly effective dissident organization, the operatives hope to leave U.S. officials with the false impression that there is no viable alternative to the Ayatollahs, and certainly not one with a pro-democracy record that remains committed to toppling clerical rule, Sheehan wrote. But Tabatabai is hardly the only individual working at the highest levels of the U.S. government who is siding with genocidal terrorists. So here we go. It's going to be more fun. So in a separate report published on Monday, Axios revealed that more than 100 State Department and USAID employees have signed a memo calling on Biden and top U.S. officials to reassess their policy towards Israel and demand a ceasefire in Gaza, which would mean a lot more Jews die, because that's all that's going to happen if that goes on. It's going to give Hamas time to regroup, and they're going to just do what they did again. It's going to kill a lot of Palestinians too, actually. But these people don't care about that. So, according to the outlet, the memo, which accused Israel of holding thousands of Palestinians hostage, which is total bullshit, was organized by Sylvia Yacoub, a junior diplomat who previously accused Israel of committing genocide, which is not happening, and I have a video out already that will prove that. So, as Yacoub and the aforementioned government employees are not only regurgitating Hamas talking points, they're also aligning themselves with a radical Islamic terrorist organization. And again, they know this. They don't care. Says in the days of Senator Joseph McCarthy, claims alleging a government worker has ties with communism or adversarial powers could get that individual dragged before the U.S. Senate for extensive questioning. Whatever your thoughts on McCarthyism, it's undeniable that America's domestic-based enemies were put on notice. Contrast such circumstances with today's political environment, in which officials working at the highest levels of the U.S. government are openly supporting a genocidal terrorist organization and, in the case of Tabatabai, working on behalf of an adversarial power. Not only has America's regime-approved media ignored the severity of the latter story, but the Defense Department, which is tasked with protecting the U.S. homeland, refuses to revoke Tabata's security clearance. It's like, great, here's all the stuff this person's doing wrong. They're helping out a foreign entity, and the State Department's like, whatever. So not only should this person be fired, but whoever is refusing to revoke it should also be fired. In fact, just fire the government while we're at it. So it says one can only imagine if the left's reaction to Tibet. Okay, I'm going to start that again. It says if one can only imagine the left's reaction if Tibet, there we go, was Russian and working on behalf of Moscow and a Republican administration. Yeah, no kidding. It says no serious country would allow these actions to go unpunished. But the sad reality is that America has been a serious nation for a long time. Through the years, its people have allowed hardcore Marxists to infiltrate every major institution in the country unopposed. Whether it's the federal bureaucracy, schools, or military, no facet of American society has been left untouched. And that is the end of the article. So yeah, there's a lot more examples of what's going on besides just these two, and it's not good. So hopefully, whoever has next to their name that gets in the office, like DeSantis or Trump or Vivek, who are the only three of the remaining big four there, which would also include Nikki Haley, that has actually said that they were going to fire a whole lot of people in the government. If they get in, I hope they do that. Just fire everybody. They're useless. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.